myself up, turn the world on its head. Don't forget.
It's Jody here, your Wednesday host for FTRealM, and I hope everyone is having a good week. If you have midterms this week, I hope they've gone well so far. If you have a couple more later in the week, hopefully they go really well and you're doing lots of studying, like I am not doing right now. I'm making this video rather than studying. I had a midterm last week. Tomorrow is my last one, so woo! And for those that don't go to school but have work, I hope work is going really well, and I hope you guys have the weekend off, or at least some of the weekend off, to kind of veg out and have that kind of, you know what I mean, that relaxing state. I don't remember the word I was looking to use, but anyway. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this week's topic, which is the trans umbrella. And I wasn't really sure how to approach the trans umbrella, because I wasn't sure what Raph was really looking for when he came up with this topic. So what I think about when I think of the trans umbrella is who should be and shouldn't be included in it. And there's like tons of people that fit into the trans umbrella that I don't necessarily think fit. So like you have drag kings, drag queens, cross-dressers, transgender individuals, transsexuals, however you identify. Some people go back and forth in that term, but they are two separate categories underneath the umbrella. And there's a few more I can't remember off the top of my head. So those are the types of identities that are included in the umbrella, and I don't necessarily agree with drag kings and drag queens specifically being included in the trans umbrella. Yes, they do things that are outside of the binary system of just male and female. And the definition is to say if you do anything outside of the binary system in any way, shape, or form, pretty much you identify underneath the trans umbrella. But the issues I have with it is drag kings and drag queens, they don't want to live their life as the other gender. They don't identify as the other gender. So if they're born female, they still, after their drag performance, identify as female. And if they're born male, after their performance, they still identify as male. They enjoy being men, they enjoy being women, and typically they tend to be identifying as gay or lesbian, that, like, you know, men or women, you know, or they're bisexual, who knows, you know. Sexual identity is all over the place, but they don't want to live their life as the gender that they're doing a performance as. And so with the trans umbrella, I think you should include people that are living a lifestyle as different than their sex category. Like their gender identity is different than their sex category, and that's what should be included in there. Maybe queer people that don't have any gender. I know that there's also a term out there that's called a hybrid, which is kind of like a mixture as far as I know. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that that's kind of a new term up and coming. That some people use it over in Europe is where I've seen it a lot at. And so I think we should just take them out. They're still part of the binary system in my thought process, because they're just doing a performance. They go back to living their male or female gender identity once the performance is over, and that doesn't mean that they want to become men or they don't want to become women. Some do, but the majority, I would say, don't. And so I think that's really all I had to say really about the topic, is we should take some categories out and just leave them off by themselves. Like leave drag king and drag queen in a separate category all on their own. Like you can call it the drag umbrella for all I care, you know, but I don't really think that they should be included in the trans umbrella just because they do a performance outside of the binary. Hopefully that makes sense. If I need to clarify some things, definitely let me know, and I'll try to formulate more on the question if you guys have one. If not, hopefully it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, as I said, let me know, and I'll try and clarify some things. If you guys have some questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, because I feel I'm just going to start to ramble if I don't. And I will see you guys all next week.